What if the biggest reason your kitchen keeps getting messy has nothing to do with how often you clean? Most people think a tidy kitchen comes from spending more time wiping counters, organizing drawers, or buying better storage containers. But in Japan, many kitchens stay remarkably organized for a different reason. The mess is often prevented before it ever has a chance to appear. Instead of asking, "How do I clean this?" Japanese families ask, "How do I stop this from becoming a problem in the first place?" That simple shift in thinking changes everything, from the way they shop, to the way they store food, to the way they finish each day. These aren't complicated life hacks. They're small habits that quietly eliminate clutter, save time, and make everyday cooking feel less stressful. Today, we're looking at 15 things Japanese people simply never do in their kitchens, and why avoiding these habits can completely transform the way your kitchen works. Japanese kitchens are often much smaller than those in many other countries. When space is limited, every unnecessary object, every poor habit, and every wasted inch becomes impossible to ignore. That's why many Japanese homes aren't organized by accident. They're organized by design. Over time, families develop simple rules that keep clutter from building up in the first place. The goal isn't to create a picture-perfect kitchen. It's to create one that's easy to cook in, easy to clean, and easy to maintain every single day. Let's take a look at the 15 habits Japanese families avoid and the surprisingly simple ideas behind them. Number 1. Never buy something before knowing where it will live. Have you ever bought a kitchen gadget because it looked useful, only to realize later that you had nowhere to put it? It sits on the countertop for a few days, then it gets pushed into a crowded drawer. Eventually, you forget you even own it. Many Japanese families try to avoid this situation entirely. Before buying something new, they often ask a simple question: where will this live? If they can't immediately picture a permanent place for it, they usually don't buy it. This habit is especially important in Japan, where kitchens are often compact and every centimeter matters. Instead of allowing storage to become an afterthought, storage comes first. Shopping comes second. That way, every new item fits naturally into the kitchen without creating new clutter. A well-organized kitchen doesn't begin with better storage. It begins with buying only what already has a home. Number 2. Never leave countertops covered. Walk into many Japanese kitchens, and one thing immediately stands out. The countertops are surprisingly empty. That's because they're treated as a workspace, not a storage shelf. Instead of leaving appliances, bottles, utensils, and random groceries out all day, only the essentials remain on the counter. Everything else is stored inside cabinets, drawers, or on wall-mounted organizers. An empty countertop isn't just about appearance. It makes cooking easier because there's room to prepare ingredients. It makes cleaning faster because there's nothing to move before wiping the surface. And it makes even a small kitchen feel larger than it really is. The less that lives on the counter, the less visual clutter your brain has to process every time you walk into the kitchen. Number 3. Never let anything be homeless. One of the biggest causes of clutter isn't having too many things. It's having things with nowhere to belong. Keys end up on the table. Scissors move from one drawer to another. Kitchen towels get left on chairs. Little by little, the kitchen begins to feel messy. Japanese homes often follow a simple principle. Everything has one permanent home. Every utensil, every container, every cleaning cloth, every item has one designated place where it belongs after use. Because there is never any question about where something should go, putting things away becomes almost automatic. A tidy kitchen isn't built by cleaning more. It's built by making it obvious where everything belongs. Number 4. Never waste vertical space. When floor space is limited, the only direction left is up. That's why Japanese kitchens make excellent use of vertical space. Instead of filling cabinets until they're overflowing, they add another level. Shelves stack upward. Hooks hang from rails. Magnetic strips hold knives securely on the wall. Small racks fit above sinks. Even the inside of cabinet doors becomes valuable storage. The goal isn't to own more organizers. It's to make every empty surface work harder. By building upward instead of outward, a tiny kitchen can store far more while still feeling open and uncluttered. Number 5. Never keep original packaging. Open a Japanese pantry, and you probably won't see colorful cereal boxes or oversized plastic bags. Instead, you'll often find clear containers with simple labels. At first glance, this might seem like it's only for appearance, but there's a practical reason behind it. Original packaging is rarely designed for efficient storage. Boxes waste space. Bags collapse awkwardly. Different shapes make shelves look crowded and make it harder to see what you actually have. Transferring food into matching containers creates a cleaner layout, makes ingredients easier to find, and helps maximize every inch of storage. It also makes it much easier to notice when supplies are running low before it's time to shop again. The result isn't just a pantry that looks organized, it's one that works more efficiently every single day. Number 6. Never use too many container colors. Take a look inside many Japanese kitchens, and you'll notice something unusual. The storage containers often look almost identical: clear, white, or simple neutral colors. This isn't about following a design trend. It's about reducing visual clutter. When every container is a different color, shape, and size, your eyes constantly jump from one object to another. The kitchen feels busier than it actually is. Matching containers create a sense of order before you've even opened a cabinet. They also stack more neatly, waste less space, and make ingredients easier to spot at a glance. Japanese organization isn't just about where things go. It's also about creating a calm, visual environment that makes the kitchen feel clean every day. Number 7. Never let plastic bags become a pile. Plastic bags have a way of multiplying. One from the grocery store, another from takeout, a few more from yesterday's shopping trip. Before long, an entire drawer is overflowing with crumpled bags. Many Japanese households avoid this by giving plastic bags their own storage system. Instead of stuffing them into a random cabinet, the bags are folded into compact rectangles or triangles and stored inside a dedicated dispenser or container. When one is needed, only one comes out. The rest stay neatly organized. It's a tiny habit, but it prevents one of the most common sources of hidden kitchen clutter. Number 8. Never buy single-purpose gadgets. Walk through a kitchen store, and you'll find tools for almost everything. A gadget just for slicing bananas, another for peeling one specific fruit, another that performs a single task once in a while. Japanese kitchens tend to be far more selective. Because storage space is limited, many families prefer tools that can handle multiple jobs. A pair of kitchen scissors can cut vegetables, open packages, trim herbs, and even prepare meat. A simple mixing bowl can be used for washing, mixing, serving, and storing food. The fewer specialized tools you own, the easier your kitchen becomes to organize. Every item has to earn the space it occupies. Number 9. Never let the refrigerator become overcrowded. It might seem logical to fill every empty space inside your refrigerator, but that's exactly what many Japanese families try to avoid. An overloaded refrigerator creates several problems at once. Food becomes hidden behind other food. Ingredients expire before anyone notices, and cold air can't circulate as efficiently. Instead, Japanese households often leave enough open space for air to move freely and for every item to remain visible. Many also group similar foods together using bins or shallow containers. When everything can be seen at a glance, meals become easier to plan, shopping becomes more efficient, and far less food ends up being wasted. A refrigerator works best when it isn't completely full. Number 10. Never leave dirty dishes overnight. After a long day, it's tempting to leave the dishes until tomorrow. Just this once. But tomorrow's kitchen begins with yesterday's mess. Many Japanese families try to avoid that feeling completely. Before going to bed, they reset the kitchen. The dishes are washed or loaded into the dishwasher. The sink is rinsed. The countertops are wiped down, and everything is returned to its proper place. It usually takes only a few minutes, but the reward comes the next morning. Instead of walking into a cluttered kitchen, you begin the day with a clean workspace that's ready to use. That simple nightly reset is one of the easiest habits for keeping a kitchen consistently organized without ever feeling overwhelmed. Number 11. Never let trash stay on the counter. Cooking creates waste almost immediately. Vegetable peels, eggshells, food wrappers, tea bags. Many people simply leave them on the countertop until they're finished cooking. At first, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But before long, the workspace disappears beneath a pile of scraps. Many Japanese kitchens are designed to avoid this from the very beginning. Instead of placing waste on the counter, they keep a trash bag or compost container right beside the preparation area. Some use a small foldable trash holder attached to a cabinet door. Others hang a disposable bag from a simple rack. As they chop vegetables, the waste goes directly into the bag. Nothing sits on the countertop. Nothing needs to be gathered later. The workspace stays clean from the first cut to the last. Cleaning becomes easier because the mess never had a chance to spread. Number 12. Never leave cables exposed. Even a spotless kitchen can feel messy if wires are everywhere. Rice cookers, microwaves, electric kettles, coffee machines. Each one adds another cable across the countertop. Japanese kitchens often hide these details whenever possible. Appliances are grouped near outlets. Excess cable is shortened using clips or sleeves. Some outlets are hidden inside cabinets. Others are built beneath upper shelves. The goal isn't simply to make the kitchen look nicer. Hidden cables collect less dust, they're easier to wipe around, and they reduce the risk of catching a wire while cooking. Sometimes the smallest details make the biggest difference. Number 13. Never store things around the stove. The area around the stove is one of the busiest places in the kitchen. Yet many people surround it with bottles, spice jars, cooking tools, and small appliances. The problem isn't just clutter, it's grease. Every time food is cooked, tiny droplets of oil settle on nearby objects. The more things sitting around the stove, the more things need constant cleaning. Many Japanese kitchens keep this area surprisingly open. Only the tools needed for daily cooking stay within easy reach. Everything else goes back into drawers or cabinets after use. The result is a cooking space that's safer, faster to clean, and much more enjoyable to work in. A clear stove area means less grease, less cleaning, and fewer distractions. Number 14. Never keep what you don't use. Open almost any cluttered kitchen, and you'll find the same thing. Unused gadgets, duplicate utensils, old containers missing their lids, appliances that haven't been touched in years. Japanese organization isn't only about putting things away, it's also about knowing when to let things go. Many families regularly look through their kitchen and ask a simple question: have we actually used this? If the answer is no, it may be donated, recycled, sold, or simply removed. Every item that leaves creates a little more breathing room. The goal isn't to own less for the sake of minimalism. The goal is to make space for the things that truly support everyday life. A kitchen becomes easier to organize when every item has a purpose. Number 15. Never end the day with a messy kitchen. One of the most powerful Japanese habits happens just before bedtime. Not a deep clean, not an hour of scrubbing.
Just a simple reset.
The dishes are finished. The sink is rinsed. The trash is taken out if needed. The countertop is wiped clean. Anything left out is returned to its proper home. It usually takes no more than 5 or 10 minutes. But that small routine changes the entire feeling of the next day. Instead of waking up to yesterday's unfinished work, you walk into a kitchen that's calm, clean, and ready for breakfast. That's the real secret behind many organized Japanese kitchens. They aren't kept tidy through occasional bursts of motivation. They're kept tidy through small habits repeated every single day. A clean kitchen isn't built in one afternoon. It's built one evening at a time. A kitchen doesn't stay organized because someone spends hours cleaning it every weekend. It stays organized because small habits prevent clutter from building up in the first place. That's what makes the Japanese approach so different. They don't wait for the kitchen to become a mess, then look for ways to clean it. They create simple systems that stop the mess from happening at all. A permanent home for every item, clear countertops, thoughtful storage, a quick reset before bed. Each habit may seem small on its own, but together they transform the way a kitchen feels and functions every single day. You don't need a bigger kitchen. You don't need expensive organizers, and you certainly don't need to spend more time cleaning. Sometimes, all it takes is changing a few everyday habits. So, which of these Japanese habits surprised you the most? And which one are you going to try first? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed discovering how Japan quietly solves everyday problems through smart design and simple systems, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Japan Genius, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.